What is up, fight fans? In today's video, we have got a ton of crazy stories to cover. Rampage Jackson is in the middle of a firestorm, and what he admitted might have just made things worse. Fans are furious, demanding that Rampage's son, Raja Jackson, be arrested. But that is just the start. Usman Makhachev's camp is warning Jack Della Maddalena not to underestimate his striking.
Because when he gets in there with Islam, you're going to find out a whole different story.
Meanwhile, Usman Nurmagomedov throws shade at Ilia Topuria, and Conor McGregor claims that he is ready to run for president of Ireland. So let's jump right into it. When a fighter's kid gets into trouble, the safe move is to stay silent. Stay low, let the lawyers handle it, and wait for the storm to pass. But Quentin Rampage Jackson, well, he's built different. Instead of hiding, the former UFC champ jumped right into the fire, speaking on the fallout from his son Raja's violent attack on pro wrestler Psycho Stu. The only problem? Rampage may have said too much. In a fresh interview, he pushed back on the idea that Raja snapped because of toxic comments online. According to him, Raja wasn't reacting to the livestream chat at all, he was in character. Well, that flips the whole story. If true, Raja didn't lose control, he made a choice. Rampage then admitted something heavy. His son's punches could have killed Stu. For weeks, fans were throwing around the words attempted murder, and Rampage denied it. But now, by his own words, he is almost confirming the danger. He tried to walk it back by saying that Raja didn't realize how badly he had hurt the man and that he should face some consequences, but not prison. Rampage argued that promoters were reckless for putting his son in the ring in the first place. But the contradictions kept piling up. In a recent conversation with Ariel Helwani, he wants leniency for Raja. On the other, he said he's not even speaking to him because he dishonored his name.
So, if you are worried about his well-being, why are you not talking to him?
Because he dishonored my name, and
But he's still your son.
Listen. I know he's my son. I'm not cutting him off for forever. I just haven't talked to him.
But this is the worst moment of his life. He needs you now more than ever.
Now, listen. I talked to him after the shit happened, and he hid the fact that he did this shit. And he put my other kids at danger based off what the other people said, and I just can't talk to him right now. I just can't. I'm not saying I'm never going to talk to him again. I just can't talk to him right now. I need some time. I'm very disappointed.
I got in a fight once.
Oh, really?
2 years ago.
Yeah. And what'd you do? Did you slam him on his head?
Oh yeah, that motherfucker went to the hospital that day.
Oh, you put him to sleep?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's not gonna want me to tell what that fight was over.
It was embarrassing for him.
Yeah. I don't even.
Something stupid.
I ain't want him to talk about that.
Why?
Because
it happened.
Yeah, I know.
My son's a vegan because he's a. Huh? You heard that?
That's making you look bad. You trying to degrade and downplay your own kid.
Man, you.
Why you stepping on my shoe?
Oh, look, I forgot to tie my shoe good. Can you help me out with that?
Are growing up without a mom from such a young age. May God bless your mom's soul.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Maybe one day I'll open up more about it. She's in heaven now. It sucks how she passed and everything, but I know she's in a better place.
Well, to make things even messier, Rampage also fired shots at Psycho Stu, blaming him for drinking backstage and causing chaos.
Yeah, my son took it too far. He was wrong, and I don't condone what my son did. Thank God Psycho Stu, pulled through. Got really upset with all the death threats and all this stuff, and I wanted Psycho Stu to tell his part that my son did not sneak up on him, and I never heard him say that. So now I'm upset. Now I'm upset with Psycho Stu because he didn't come out and say, "Oh, whoa, yeah, what Roger did was up," but he didn't sneak in the ring and do this. The stage. That's all he had to say to get some of these ass my DMs. He should at least said something. Take some accountability. Like, honestly, everybody was wrong. Roger was the most wrong. Everybody was wrong, but none of this ever would have happened if Psycho Stu never hit my son on the back of the head with a can that they were drinking beer out of, and then grabbed him by the neck, asked him to sell it. Everybody's wrong. The dumbest thing I ever seen. What took them so long? What took his other friends, his team, whatever they are, so long to get in there and get Roger off of him? Y'all, the police need to investigate shit. Why it took his friend so long to get in that fucking ring. He should never even been there. This is gonna be the last time I talk about this shit. This ain't the first time Psycho Stu and done some shit like this backstage. Motherfucker be drinking all the goddamn time. And he plays that, pro wrestling saved me from this PTSD and stuff like nobody want to fire his ass. AJ Mana told me everything. This ain't the first time he done some drunken shit like this backstage.
But of course, fans reacted harshly. One fan wrote, "When you're raised by a piece of you eventually turn into one yourself." Sputnik commented, "Rampage defines what is wrong with this entire situation. He knew his son was going to do something like this. That's why he had bail money ready for him and college money for the rest. This is so wrong, his son should be in jail." Another fan added he is coping so hard for his son, which is understandable, but Raja definitely sneaked him. We have eyes to see. One more reaction read, "Ah, yes, Stu, who just left the hospital and is thankfully recovering at home, should really go to Twitter and explain why it's his own fault in the first place. Fucking stupid remark." Others simply asked, "When are they going to arrest his son already? He needs to be locked up." Meanwhile, the investigation is closing in. LAPD has videos, eyewitnesses, and a live broadcast of the assault. Stu's injuries are serious: broken bones, teeth knocked out, and head trauma. Lawyers are circling, and insiders say that charges are coming. For Rampage Jackson, doors in wrestling and MMA are already slamming shut as promoters don't want the risk. And now even his father's defense is sounding more like an admission. One thing is clear though, this story is not slowing down and Raja's time to answer for it is running out. The fight world is heating up again and the storylines keep getting crazier. Islam Makhachev's camp is already sending warnings to Jack Della Maddalena not to make the mistake of underestimating Islam's striking. Everyone knows about his wrestling, but his team insists that when you're in the cage with him, it is a completely different experience. Jack may think he has the edge on the feet, but Islam's coaches are confident he's going to shock people with just how dangerous he has become standing up. And we have seen what happens when fighters underestimate Islam.
JDM did an interview I think this week, and he broke down that he believes Islam's stand-up is a little bit easier to deal with than Bilal's because Islam has more of a traditional style for his stand-up. Do you feel like people are kind of missing some of the X factors that Islam brings with his striking?
If he's saying that, I hope that he goes in believing that, because when he gets in there with Islam, you're going to find out a whole different story because I'm sorry, they're completely different. And by no means is Islam an easy for anybody on the stand-up. Any MMA fighter that's a striker, that's not going to have an easy time with him. I've been with this kid like going on 11 years of watching him just destroy everybody on the stand-up, guys that are much better stand-up than him, and he still destroys them. So, no. Don't go by what you see. When you get in there with that man, it's a whole different ballgame.
Even Alexander Volkanovski admitted after their fight that short notice pushed him into a mindset where he thought he had to be more dangerous. He swung for the finish, but it wasn't enough. And when he rushed back too quickly to fight Ilia Topuria, it ended badly. Volk now admits that the knockout loss was unlike anything he had felt before.
I go in too early and I get knocked out, I lose my belt. Yeah, and that's the fact, and that's what happened. I'm not taking anything away from Ilia, but I mean, I'm just saying that that's what can happen. So I got a crazy shin to the noggin, and obviously Ilia can hit hard. We've seen that, but I mean, I've never been just completely lights out like that. I was lights out for a couple of minutes, and he got me in the cheek, but I just was as soon as there was one good connection, snoring.
Is he the hardest hitter, you reckon? Do you fall?
I don't know. Can't remember.
Meanwhile, Islam looks bigger than ever as he continues to pack on some serious size for his welterweight move. Plus, Usman Nurmagomedov insists his resume is better than Ilia Topuria's and claims that the Georgian star hasn't done enough to be called the best lightweight in the world.
Come on, brother. Ilia Topuria, how he can be lightweight #1 in the world? He cannot be. He did only one fight. I have 19 fights in lightweight.
And undefeated.
25. No, like I beat former champions, I beat champions, and I think my resume is like better than him. He have only 15 or 14, 13. How many fight he have?
I think 14. I think that's the number.
Yeah, but I have 14 finished in Makhachev.
Absolutely. So after Islam wins the welterweight title, then you can officially declare yourself the #1 lightweight.
After when I will finish this guy, I will call myself I'm the best lightweight.
But the headlines don't stop there. Conor McGregor says that he has locked up the votes to officially run for president in Ireland, turning fight hype into political theater.
Good morning, citizens of Ireland. I'm here today outside the office of the Taoiseach and Taoiseach, where we are over 200 days into the formation of current government. In these times, this government has cost us our peace of mind, our security, our hope for the future, and the general well-being of Irish citizens nationwide has decreased dramatically, whereby we have seen the homelessness of Irish children risen to levels unprecedented, proving this government's refusal to abide by and respect our proclamation, and where all children of Ireland are to be cherished. Instead, our children abandoned. This incompetent failure of future generations has been accompanied with an intense influx of mass migration into an already severed system. Our tourism has sharply declined, while danger on our streets has risen. Ireland, as a master of martial combat, a solution-driven man, you will hear me speak on a problem but once, then it is action towards solution. I urge all our citizens to be of the same. Today, Ireland, I am outside these gates of these appointed officials, but as your head of state, you empower me to enter these buildings on your behalf. A president face to face with government officials with only one priority: to ensure that the country our founding fathers gave their life for is strictly adhered to on behalf of its citizens. Ireland, under my tenure, the will of the people will be heard. Ireland, under my tenure, we will return important articles of our Constitution prior, and thus again aligning with Padraig Pearse's proclamation, in that we declare the right of the people of Ireland to the ownership of Ireland, and to the unfettered control of Irish destinies, to be sovereign and indefeasible. Irish men and Irish women, in the name of God and of the dead generations from which she receives her old tradition of nationhood, Ireland, through us, summons her children to her flag and strikes for her freedom. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen.
And Cory Sandhagen is in camp preparing for one of the most important fights of his career, even dropping a funny video while searching for training partners who can mimic Merab's relentless pace.
Today on Could Have Been Merab, we're looking for the best training partners for me to have. Let's crack into it. Could have been Merab.
Is this good?
Uh-huh. What you got, man?
I could do it.
All right, stop. Go back. You got good kisses?
I don't have good kisses.
Do you know how to swim? Do you know the difference between frozen water and not frozen water?
Yes.
Yes? How loud can you yell?
That many.
Get him the fuck out of here. What kind of bitch ass yell was that? Let me see a little bit of Merab from you. Nice. Whoa, back up. Let me see his left hook. He got a good left hook. Nice. I think you get signed. Are you a horny guy?
Horny?
Horny guy?
Horny.
Merab is clearly a very horny guy.
Okay.
I think that's where he gets his powers. So I'm gonna need a lot of horny training partners.
Okay. Normally, I would say yes, but I could turn it up a notch if you want me to. How horny are we talking about?
100%.
I could do that. I could do
100. Okay. Do you know how to not shut the fuck up?
Yes.
You got a deal.
Let's go.
Merab has no idea how to not shut the fuck up. So this says, I can knock you the fuck out, and you, nothing. You
Wait.
can't do anything.
I already signed it.
Yeah, you can't do anything. So I'll see you on
What else is in
Tuesday.
this contract?
Tuesday is...
Ó, o Patan aí no inglês, tá sempre no inglês, né, Patan? Sempre tá aprendendo? Ah. Agora escreve fight aí, o Patan. Ô, Patan, tá aí. É o mesmo pronúncia, porra.
Hello guys, hope to see you soon in Luxembourg. Let's go smash somebody.
Let's go. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We are almost to 100,000 subscribers, so let's do this together while we hit that milestone.